I'll give it, if you tell me when they're live, and I'll give it 10 seconds of silence, then I'll go on to camera.
We're live now.
Well, good afternoon everybody, and welcome to the Royal Melbourne Tennis Club, where we're about to conduct the draw for the 2024 Australian Open Singles and Doubles, which will be held here at the beautiful RMTC from the 2nd to the 9th of January. I'm joined here by the legendary head professional at the Melbourne Tennis Club, Frank Filippelli, and also here to help as our official. It's like the Eurovision Song Contest with officials here, Richard Pagoni, who's head of tennis at the Melbourne Tennis Club, and our special guest drawer of the names, Ollie Whitehead, from all the way from Wellington in England, who's spending some time here at the club. So that's us ready to go. Are you set to go, Frank?
Sure am.
Excellent.
Excited.
Well, I'm excited too, because it's a very strong field this year, and we're looking forward to seeing some amazing tennis here in Melbourne in a few weeks' time to open up 2024. So we're going to begin with the singles, and this year we do have a qualifying event in the singles, and you'll be able to see this draw later. The draw, we'll home in on the draw later for you, and we'll also post a version of the draw on our website shortly after the draw has been completed. But we do have a qualifying event, which will be played on New Year's Day, the 1st of January. In the singles, 2 matches, best of 3 sets. In qualifier 1 match, the seeded player is Daniel Williams, and in the qualifier 2 match, the seeded player is Paul Rosedale. So now we're going to draw who they're going to play, and those will be either Alistair Ramsey or Andrew Fowler. So their names are going to go into the cup, and Ollie's going to whistle them around.
We're going to put the first one.
And this will be to go to play Daniel Williams. Andrew Fowler.
There we go.
And that means the other qualifying match will be between Paul Rosedale and the name that's come out, someone that Paul hasn't played a lot recently, Alistair Ramsey from Hobart. So those qualifiers, qualifier 1 and 2, will go into the main draw. So when we look at the main draw, we already have John Lumley as the #1 seed for this tournament. We're really pleased to see John back here. He's won this tournament before, and many of you will know that John really recently put up a tremendous fight in the final of the World Championship in Washington. John, of course, is the professional at the Racket Club of Philadelphia. The 2nd seed, someone well known to people here in Melbourne, Australia's very own Nicky Howe, who recently won his first Open, the French Open singles, and he is the 2nd seed of the tournament. So now we're going to draw for 3rd and 4th seeds, to which half of the draw they're going to be in. And that is a choice between Chris Chapman and Ben Taylor Matthews. They're going to go into the trophy here, and the first name that comes out will be in the top half of the draw. The first name to come out, top half the draw, and that is Chris Chapman. And that, of course, means the other name which comes out, which I can see, says Ben Taylor Matthews.
Just to make sure.
Will be playing in the bottom half of the draw. Ben, of course, is the 3rd seed of the tournament. Chris is the 4th. So that's our 4 seeded main seeds. Now we also have a 5th and a 6th seed, and the 5th seed is someone well known to people here from Chicago, Steve Vagona. The 6th seed is from Leamington, Lewis Williams, and we're going to draw for these players, whether they be in Chris Chapman's quarter or Ben Taylor Matthews' quarter of the draw. Ollie, you're back on.
So the first one's going.
The first one is going to play Chris Chapman. That is Steve Vagona. And that means, of course, Lewis Williams from Leamington will be in the quarter with Ben Taylor Matthews. Now all that remains is to complete the remainder of the draw, and all the other players in the draw, including the spots, qualifier 1 and qualifier 2, are now all in here, and we will draw all the way down from top to bottom. So, Ollie, you're on. Qualifier 2 plays John Lumley. Next, Levi Gale is going to be in that top quarter of the draw. Levi from the UK. And he will be playing Ollie Pridmore, the up-and-comer from Tasmania. That's a great opening match for the crowd. Now the next name out will be playing Steve Vergona, the mighty left-hander from Chicago, and he gets qualifier 1. The next person will be playing Chris Chapman, the local pro here from Melbourne, and that is, oh, it's a hometown match, John Woods Casey. Now the next person will be playing Ben Taylor Matthews, a welcome visitor frequently here from the UK, and he is playing, gosh, Kieran Booth in the opening round. What a match.
Gee.
Kieran will be one of the more dangerous floaters in this tournament. Knows this court well. Now the next person out of the hat will play Lewis Williams, and that is Darren Long. Wow, another unbelievable first round match. Next, in the Nick Howell quarter of the draw, Claire Fay, the ladies world champion. We're looking forward to seeing Claire here. And Claire will play Josh Smith from, again, another one of our visitors from the United Kingdom. Claire Fay versus Josh Smith. And that leaves one name left who will have the pleasure of playing Nikki Howe in the first round, and that is Nino Marola.
Well done, Alistair.
Well done, Frank. Good riding. So that completes the singles draw, and as I say, we will ensure that this is published on our website later. You'll see it very soon. But some excellent matches to look forward to right from the very start of the tournament. Now let's move on to the doubles. Frank?
Yep.
And once again, like in our singles, we do have a qualifying event, as I said before, which will take place on the 1st of January. And what we have here is 2 best of 3 set qualifier matches. And we're going to put 2 names in the hat. And the first one will be playing the top seeds in the qualifiers for qualifier 1. And that is the top seeds are Levi Gale and Alistair Ramsey from Tasmania, and they will be playing, drum roll, Paul Rosedale and Jackson Pastor. Paul Rosedale from here from Melbourne, Jackson Pastor from Hobart. And that leaves one name left who will get to play in the qualifier 2 match against Lewis Williams and Nina Marola, Andy Fowler from Ballarat and Chris Sievers from Melbourne. Right, now we're on to the main draw, and when we look at the main draw, we have a top seed already in the doubles, which is John Lumley and Steve Vergona. They are the top seeds. The second seeds are Nikki Howell and Chris Chapman. So now we have to draw our third and fourth seeds. The third seed is Ben Taylor Matthews and Darren Long. Claire Fay and Robert Fay, what a pairing, are the fourth seeds. We have to now determine which pair goes in which half of the draw. So, into the hat they go. And the first name out will go into the top half of the draw. Who have we got? Ben Taylor Matthews and Darren Long are in the top half of the draw. Which means that the fourth seeds will be in the bottom half of the draw, and the fourth seeds are Mr. and Mrs. Fay, the former world champion and the current ladies world champion, Claire and Robert Fay. So that leaves us 4 positions in the draw to fill. So here we go, Ollie, your final task of the day. Who is playing Lumley and Vergona? Kieran Booth and Ollie Pridmore. Now, which pair will be playing Ben Taylor Matthews and Darren Long? Qualifier 1. So the winner of the first qualifying doubles match is in there. The next name that comes out will be playing Robert and Claire Fay. And that's John Woods Casey and Josh Smith. And that leaves only one spot to fill, which is against Nikki Howell and Chris Chapman, which is qualifier 2.
Well done, Ollie.
Thanks very much.
So thank you, Ollie. Thank you for doing that, all the way from Wellington just to do this. So as I say, that completes the singles and doubles draw for the 2024 Australian Open. Again, the 2nd to the 9th of January, with the qualifiers on the 1st of January. The draws will be issued on the ARTA webpage on Facebook very, very soon. We look forward to seeing you wherever you are, either watching the streaming or in here at the RMTC for what will be a fantastic tournament here in Melbourne to open up 2024. Thank you and good night.
Thank you, Alistair. Great job. Well done. Very good.